Hey friendos, it's DW, and this is going to be what I think is the final vlog entry or devlog entry of my GitHub Game Off 2019 vlog series I've been doing. Do a couple retrospectives, but that's what I've been doing for the last 30 days off and on, and tonight is night 30. Now, it does technically end at 3:37 my time PM tomorrow. I am not going to get any time to work on it. I certainly didn't feel like working on it tonight. I just felt like it was done enough. It was not perfect, but I wanted to get my initial thoughts out because I had a lot of feelings about it. So that's what we're doing. So the game is called The Car Scientist, or just Car Scientist. The link is in the description down below. If you want to take a look at it, it's up on my itch page, my itch.io page, davidwest.itch.io, and it's my submission. It's officially submitted. It's out there. It's done. And I wanted to just kind of get some of my ideas and thoughts out there. And like I said, I'll follow up, I think, with a few other videos because I have a few things I want to do with this and where I want to go with this project. But that being said, the first thought I had about this is that I'm awesome. No, I'm not saying that to be narcissistic or self-indulgent. I'm saying it because I actually achieved something here. In 30 days, do I think this is going to win or something like that? Absolutely not. I don't think that. I think it's a very interesting attempt at a first game jam. And the most important thing this did for me is it forced me to put some constraints, a little box around my ideas in my mind, and forced me to compress the year of design and experimentation I've done with game development, which is what turned into #Vagabond Game, into something playable and something that I had to share with others, which is kind of crazy. That idea still hasn't quite hit me yet, that other people could or might be playing my game. Either way, I've never put something out there like that, so that's crazy to me. And the fact that this game jam enabled me to do that, to compress this idea or something of these ideas into something playable, is awesome, and that makes me awesome. That also makes me a second thing. It makes me a game developer. Like, I know I'm not getting paid. I'm not a pro. I'm not anything of that nature. I'm not going to call myself an expert, but I have made a game now, and I've released it for other people to play, and I've actually done this. That is huge. Chris, you know what I'm talking about. You know, people talk about... I've been one of those people that's talked about making games for over a decade, inebriated and whatnot. But I've always talked about it, and I've spent the last year dancing around it and working loosey-goosey in this idea of like work-life balance and other pieces like that. Now, the work-life balance has been important. The dream catching has been important, but constraints. The thing about a dream is you gotta put something out there. To be a creator, you gotta put something out there, polish or not. And this is definitely not perfect, and that took me a lot to overcome to get it actually submitted. I probably should have spent. I'm feeling an immense amount of guilt about not crunching my whole night away on bug squashing, because I know there are bugs. I'm gonna log a bunch of them in that open source project as spots for improvement. Probably. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, really. But I think I know what I want to do next. And that is, you know, now that this has come to a close, I'm going to take a little bit of time to reflect. I want to play some of the other games that get submitted in the game jam, absolutely. See how they work, see how they play out, and what other people did with this 30 days, teams and solos. I'm going to focus in on the solos, but that's the plan. But the thing I want to do with this is I feel like I have a good foothold on the design. It definitely needs some more refinement. The writing, the gameplay overall, the amount of content that's actually present, the amount of polish that's actually into it. There needs to be more to make this a full-fledged game. But I think it's doable. And it's something that I think I can do in a shorter frame of time. I think there's some other content I wanted to add. There's some more types of gameplay I wanted to put in there that were coming to me that I thought would improve the overall design. But I want to just get this one out there, get some feedback, hopefully, get some other people that I know to play it, and just give me some raw feedback about, you know, what was good, what was bad, you know, at the end of the day, and I'm gonna do a sort of one of my old retrospectives to kind of wrap my thoughts out about lessons learned and shortcomings versus the pros and the cons and all that kind of stuff, like I've done in the past, one of my Vagabond game retrospectives. But what I've really taken away from this is I'm very proud of myself for getting something done. And that's really cool. And I think I can take it further. I realize this is just a big word vomit out onto the desk or into the camera and into the microphone. But it's important to me to just kind of document my whole process. And the things I've taken away so far, my initial feelings are, one, you're not going to be perfect, but deal with it, cope. It's never going to be perfect, ever. And constraints are powerful. They will help you. Constraints force creativity, and creativity is what drives games and game design and great games, so that kind of goes hand in hand. And last but not least, getting something done feels good. Getting a little test and getting something out there is really cool. There's been a lot of stuff whirling around in my head now that I wrote down some notes, and now I'm just lost with it. But I'm gonna do it, like I said, do a retrospective on the whole process, vlogging included, about how this kind of played out. But it's done. So if you can, go play Car Scientist. It's a Windows PC game, so if you have a Windows computer, just download it, and you should be able to run the executable. Yeah, and I want to talk about where I want to go next with this after I kind of break it down, so hopefully that'll come up in a little bit. But I wanted to thank you for following along on my journey. If you've been there the whole way, if this is your first video, then thanks for tuning in for the last one. That's all good. Any views and any feedback is always appreciated. Like I say, Car Scientist is in the description below, down there. I think that's how it works, down there. And that's it. Can't believe it's done. Can't believe it's done. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you could do me a favor to have yourself a pleasant day and or evening, I'd greatly appreciate it. Take care.